Hello, hello. I've got Vaseline in my face. I am sweaty. I just finished filming a 60-minute sweat. So if you haven't done this week's 60-minute sweat, that should be up too. But right now we are doing a Fit in 15, all about abs, all about core, okay? So you definitely need a mat or to set yourself up on some carpet or with a couple towels somewhere where you're comfy laying on the floor. For all of our ab stuff, I want you to focus on belly or diaphragmatic breathing. So I want you to breathe all that air into your belly, let it expand, let it relax the pelvic floor. And when you breathe out, that's where we set ourselves up for these core movements. We lift from the pelvic floor, we bring the belly button in, we wrap the obliques, we find a nice strong flex. And I want you to hold that flex throughout the movement. If you notice coning in the midline of your core, or if you notice like bulging in your lower or upper abs, the appearance of your abs changes a lot from like the easy part of the move to the hard part. That is a direct indication we need to modify or take some rest and then come back and join us, okay? So we want that flex maintained for the whole interval if we can, or modify or rest. We want to breathe through that flex, okay? So you should be able to hold it and still continue to breathe, just like I'm able to talk to you while we do this core stuff. So here's what's going to happen. We are going to start with a single leg toe tap into a leg drop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one leg up. I'm going to crunch up with both hands, see if I can tap that foot. Then I'm going to come down. As it comes down, the other leg comes up, okay? If you want to modify it, you can just shorten the range of motion and add a bend to the knee, okay? So you could do the same thing like this. I'm laying flat, one knee is up, I do a little crunch, or I don't even crunch, and I just focus on the one leg and then the other, maintaining that core position the whole time. You can do them together, okay? Or you can really break it up how you need to. We ready, set, let's go. Breathe through it. We're going to be here for 40 seconds. If you can make contact with that foot, make contact with it. A nice crunch up where we can feel those upper abs like crazy. I want that back connected to the mat. You can always just slow down the pace. Okay, slow and steady is often better for the core. We have time to make sure we're in a good position. You can always add a bend to the knees, whatever you gotta do. You're gonna do it. 8 seconds. Let that breath out. In 3, 2, 1, relax. Next up, we're doing a 3-point knee to elbow crunch. Laying totally flat, I want you to take the opposite elbow to the knee, like a modified bicycle, then extend. Next, both legs come in, tap them to the elbow, come back out, then to the other side. Ready? Let's go. Knee to opposite elbow, lay flat. Both knees to both elbows, lay flat. Other knee to the opposite elbow, lay flat. Back to both. So I'm just going back and forth from one knee to both knees to the other knee. And I don't want you to feel any tension in your neck. We're lifting ourselves up with our core. If it's too much to connect, don't worry about connecting. Just do a little lift and then come back down. 8 seconds, then we get to rest. How's that breath coming? 3, 2, 1, rest. Enjoy some rest, stretch out those abs. Next up, we're gonna go to tabletop. So it's gonna be thighs straight up, shin straight across. You're laying flat, but I want you to press your hands into your knees and your knees into your hands as hard as you can for 3 seconds. And then I want you to extend into hollow for 3 seconds. Hollow is really hard, guys. I'm gonna show you an alternative. We ready, set, go. Try that out. 3, 2, 1. Extend for 3, 2, 1. Then come back in. I'll show you a modification on this one. You can always extend up higher, stay laying flat. Okay, or you can extend one leg out and then do the other one the next time. Whatever works for you. Big push, get shaky, and then extend into hollow. Almost done. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew, that was a hard one. All right, we're gonna be in tabletop again. This time, we're gonna do like a little Pilates clap, okay? So we're in tabletop, we crunch up if you can. connect the hands behind the legs, and then tap both feet to the floor, okay? If that's too much, I want a little crunch, and then a toe tap or one leg at a time. I'll show you all of them. Here we go. Crunch it up, and then tap those feet to the floor, maintaining that core position so we feel upper abs and then lower abs. Here's your modification. Crunch, and then tap, further modified, crunch, one tap, then the other tap. Keep going, whatever version is best for you. I wanna see it for another 15 seconds. Now just 10 seconds, getting closer and closer. Really focus on the low abs on that leg drop. In 5, in 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew, get those abs a little stretch, but we are gonna flip over into a plank on the hands and toes. We're gonna do Spider-Man planks. If you have wrist issues or you just wanna come down to your forearms, absolutely, you can do that version. If you can, you're gonna be in a high plank on your hands and you're gonna bring your knee outside the same elbow. Ready, set, let's go. Hands and toes. Draw one knee up outside the same elbow and see how I'm kind of like crunching towards it so I can really feel those obliques. If that feels like too much, you can absolutely just stay in that plank and don't worry about the knees, or stay in the plank but drop to the knees, leaning forward so you still feel the core, okay? Any option, as long as you can feel those obliques, the sides of your abs. As long as that form is on point, I am happy. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, relax. We are gonna repeat with slightly shorter rest, okay? So we're just gonna do, instead of 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest, now 40 seconds on, 10 seconds. Nope, 15. What a good surprise, what a good lie. Single leg toe tap into a single leg drop, that first move. In 3, 2, 1. One leg up, crunch, and then drop and switch. Crunch, drop and switch. I'll show you your modification. You could go a little slower, let it drop before the other leg comes up. Further modifying, little bend, less movement. Little bend, less movement. Whatever works for you. It's your body, your house, your workout, your rules. You do you. Breathing, lifting up from the pelvic floor into the spine, focusing on that core connection, and rest. Breathe, stretch it out. We have your 3-point knee to elbow crunch. So I'm gonna take my opposite elbow to the opposite knee, then both knees to elbows, then the other side. In 3, 2, 1. Now this one can be easily modified by just not connecting, by keeping that space, and or you don't have to straighten all the way out. It might feel better for you to keep the feet planted on the floor and just do little movements here. Okay, or maybe it just feels good to do one side and the other side, but not both. And that's totally fine. Whatever your body feels like it can do today, that's what you're gonna do. We can really feel the obliques on that opposite reach across the body. We can really feel those six-pack muscles when both knees come in. And rest. Glorious rest. We're going into our tabletop, like a 3-second hold where we push the hands and the knees together like crazy until you get shaky, and then extend to hollow. 3, 2, 1. Tabletop. Push. 2, 3, then extend into hollow. Come back to tabletop. You can drop the head on tabletop and then lift the head on hollow. If you want to modify, tabletop should be fine. You can always extend the legs up or keep a bend or do one leg at a time, okay? So whatever works for you. 12 seconds to go. Hollow should be a really challenging position. We want to keep that back supported. 3, 2, 1, and let it go. 15 seconds, and then we're into that tabletop position again, this time for our clap into our leg drop, okay? If you can't connect, you don't want to come all the way up into that clap, just do a little crunch. 3, 2, 1, tabletop. crunch, clap it if you can, lay all the way back down, tap both feet to the floor together. If that feels like too much, just give me a little crunch. I'll show you a modification, and then into that tap. And if that still feels like too much, we can further modify by one leg coming down at a time. Back to the original version. Breathing. Ooh, those abs are on fire. 10 seconds. Too close to quit now. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. 15 seconds. Roll it over. Spider-Man planks. I just want to chill on that mat. What's 15 seconds? I need like 15 hours of rest laying on this mat. 5 seconds. Here we go. High plank if you can. In 3, 2, 1. Hands and toes. Draw one knee up to that opposite elbow. Give me a little crunch towards it. If that doesn't feel good, you can try your forearms or take away that knee drive and just hold on to that plank. It's a very weird time that I'm filming this, so I apologize for the lighting being so wacky in here, but we should still be able to get a good workout. 15 seconds left. You got this. If you can connect that knee outside of that elbow, that's where I want it. Hands are stacked under the shoulders. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. We are going to do a speed round. One more time through all those moves, but instead of 40 seconds of work, you have 30 seconds of work, and you only get 10 seconds of rest. So the work is shorter, but the rest is shorter too. Back to your single leg, toe tap, leg drop. In 3, 2, 1. One leg up, crunch, and switch it. Crunch, and switch it. You know the drill by now, guys. Choose your modification. Slightly bend the legs, shorten the range of motion, slow it down, whatever you gotta do. We're almost there. 7 more seconds. We only have like 2.5 minutes left in this workout. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Quick 10 seconds into our 3-point plank. Knee to the opposite elbow, both knees to elbows, and then the other side. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it done. And my phone's vibrating. Breathe. Let that breath out during the hardest part. So like right here, push that air out, make it audible. Hear that air come out. Empty that stomach. Almost there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Quick rest. 10 seconds. Tabletop. Press those hands and knees together for 3 seconds. Extend to hollow for the same. In 3, 2, 1. Tabletop. Push. 2, 3. Extend it out for 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. I'm laying flat for tabletop, and then I come up into a little tiny crunch for hollow. You know the drill. You can do one leg extending at a time. You can extend the legs up higher. You can keep a bend in the knees. You can make it work for you. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Back up to tabletop. This time for your clap into your leg drop. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Tabletop. Crunch up. Give me that clap. Lay flat for the leg drop. Both feet. Tap the floor. Breathe through it. Let's go, let's go. Modify by not coming up into that full crunch, and or by doing one leg down at a time. You're more than halfway through, 10 seconds, and we only have that Spider-Man plank left. Come on, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Quick 10 seconds of rest. Let's flip it over into our hand and toe plank for our Spider-Mans in 5, 3, 2, 1. Come on, hands and toes. Drive that knee outside the same elbow. All about those obliques. You did 2 rounds of 40 seconds. I know you could do 1 round at 30. Don't quit on me. This is our last move and we only have 10 seconds left. Work that core. 7 seconds in 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Thank you so much for sweating with me. I will see you in the next one.